Hello and welcome. You're probably starting to wonder what's in our contract. So let's review our interior design services agreement, and after your initial consultation, we will conduct your proposal meeting, and this will have your project's rooms and fees included. Welcome, future MOTIV Interiors clients. So you just watched the video on how our full service process works. Now I'd love to walk you through what's in our contract, which is essentially a breakdown of what's in the video with a little bit more included. So here we are. The first page just outlines the parties in the agreement, which are you and MOTIV Interiors. And then we get started on the different sections. So section 1 just basically says that this document outlines the scope and your investment estimate. Section 2 here outlines our ASID Code of Ethics. So that is the American Society of Interior Designers, which is a great professional organization I've been a member of for about a decade. And we do at MOTIV adhere to their standards. So that document is included at the end if you'd like to review that. But it also says here that you agree to not engage in contract with another designer while working with us. Section 3 is just a description of each phase of the design process. So that was in the previous video, but this outlines that in more detail and what your deliverables are. And then we will put in tentative timelines in your contract. Okay, and then we have the purchasing and execution phase outlined and what's included. Client responsibilities, we will also go over preferred communication in an upcoming email to you. Payment is here in section 5, and your flat rate design fee will be included in here for the project if we're going that route. Purchasing and execution is outlined here. This says that this is more detailed here. You can read through this. Let us know if you have any questions. Disbursements and other reimbursable expenses. If the project is put on hold, we do have a restart fee. Section 6 here is inspection of items and warranties. So this says you are going to look at everything when it comes into your home, and within 3 business days, let us know if you're not happy with it. Purpose of MOTIV Interiors drawing. So this section here, number 7, protects our intellectual property and outlines your agreement with confidentiality, including sharing with third parties involved on the project. Section 8 here says that we will collaborate with your contractors and consultants, but we are not contractors and we do not provide construction services. We will collaborate with those team members, but you will be responsible for hiring them directly. Permits are your or your contractor's responsibility. Section 10 outlines more intellectual property and photography, publicity preferences for you for the project. And then how the contract would default, those situations, what to do in case we need to terminate. Remedies is if either of us fail to fulfill, we have 15 days to notify in writing of the cancellation. Liability is section 14 here. And then force majeure are like things out of our control, acts of God. So this talks about that. How disputes will be handled. Some intellectual properties will survive the term of this contract. So that's basically covering our right to photography and some other intellectual property here. And then some other basic legal stuff here at the end. So let us know, and then signatures. And then at the very end, we'll attach Exhibit A will be your first investment estimate where we're ballparking at the beginning. And then as we move through the project, Exhibit B will be more detailed. So that's where we'll include those. And then finally,